And James says to us that as it relates to having conversations, James says something that's very intriguing. He says if you want to have conversations and really have effective communication, he said the first thing that you got to do is understand this. You have to learn how to lead with your ears. Now, it's amazing because we think communication that it starts with my mouth. James says the best communication doesn't start with your mouth. Rather, it starts with your ears. So why does communication start with our ears? I want to say that it should start with our ears because communication often falls through the cracks because of our inability to properly hear. Because we don't have the ability to listen properly. It's amazing how even when you go to the doctor, I have to go to the doctor for my throat because of preaching, and there's a doctor that I have to go to. It's called the ear, nose, and throat doctor. And you will see it's amazing how the ears are often connected to the mouth and throat. That there's a connection there. That sometimes if a person can't hear, a person can't talk. When people are mute, it's typically because they're deaf. The inability to speak is often a result of the inability to hear. Are you listening to what I'm trying to say? The challenge with that is what happens when there's nothing wrong with our physical hearing, and yet we still don't know how to talk. It's because our perspectives are from a vantage point of being heard. James says, no, if you really want to have effective communication and talk efficiently, you got to learn how to lead with your ears. I want you to go to the book of Proverbs right quickly. There are some things in Proverbs I'm going to lift you that really help to illuminate this point further about the importance of leading with your ears. You got the book of Proverbs? If you go to the book of Proverbs and Proverbs chapter 15, Proverbs 15, Proverbs 15, I want you to find Proverbs 15 and come down to verse number 22. In Proverbs 15:22, it's powerful there because listen to what Solomon says here about leading with your ears. You got it? He says, a man hath joy by the answer of his mouth. You see that? And a word spoken in due season, how good it is. A word spoken in due season. I'm going to come back to that. I want to share it with you because when you go to verse 28, Solomon continues the conversation. He says here in the 28th verse, listen what he says. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things. Listen, the heart of the righteous studieth to do what? To answer. Meaning that when it's time to have communication, that before I initiate it or before I respond, I've taken time to be attentive to what I have to say or what I have to respond to.